the Dinosaur game, one of the most famous and played video games of all time. Every single day, millions of people try their hand at becoming their best player in the world, very few reaching the top. Today, we'll take a look at one of these people, who against all the odds managed to achieve something that was thought to be impossible before. This is MarcLIVE.
We're in space. Get a spacesuit. I'll wear a spacesuit. Actually, talking about space, I had a very funny dream last night. For some reason, some strange, odd reason, I was chosen to be sent to like a fucking space, like a space station in space. Like I was chosen alongside some of my friends and some people that I knew, and like a set group of people. It's a solid amount of people. It's like over 100, and I was shitting my pants because I'm scared of heights. I just remember like having like a suit, having like a big fucking globe on my head, being fed through like a tube, not through like a tube, but like I was getting food through like a thing that was like going through my face. Like I had like a fishbowl on my head, and there's like a hole that was like feeding me. It was very uncomfortable. I was very uncomfortably like on the floor. It's everything is white, like it's a spaceship, and like they're just telling us like, all right, 2 hours till like you arrive to your destination. It's just very uncomfortable. You're just sat, you're just laid down, and I'm just fucking waiting to get to the space station. And eventually we get to the space station, but they do this shit where it's like, you know how like in Disney parks or some shit, they have like presentations where like they pretend like, oh shit, things went wrong, oh fuck. like oh shit, things have gone wrong. The Dinosaur game is impossible to get the highest score. You don't know that. I can do that. I'm different. Oh shit, things are going wrong, but I'm gonna need your help, so go to the other room and you can go help me out. They did that shit for a fucking actual spaceship in the middle of like going to like in the middle of crossing from the spaceship to the space station. So it's like they were pretending like there was a leak. Not like a leak, but like a break in the spaceship, and things are getting sucked out, and there's an alien outside of the spaceship, and we're all gonna die. And they were doing this like a fucking joke, and I was over here panicking, and all my friends were like, oh yeah, they do this, you didn't know this? And I was just over here like having a panic attack, and I was like, everything is going wrong, it's all going to shit. And so eventually they're like, all right, we're bringing everyone out, and like the space physics did not matter at all. The space physics were not real, like at all. Like you would walk out, all you had to do was take a big deep breath. You just had to, and you would just walk outside, and you just feel like a little chill. You just feel like a little chill going outside. You just get like a little cold going outside. You're in fucking space. There was no change in gravity whatsoever. You just it kind of felt like, you know how like you kind of bounce while you're on a trampoline? That's all it felt. There was no change in trampoline whatsoever. You're just kind of like. And that's how we crossed over to the space station. The space station was very big. I actually was able to like fucking play baseball on the space station. Like the space station was like a globe. You know how like Sandy Cheeks like house is like in a globe in like SpongeBob? That's pretty much how it was. And so we get there, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play baseball with some friends, like with some people inside there. And I go to like to the baseball field, and I'm waiting. I think I'm waiting on like a bench. And I meet this beautiful woman next to me, starts speaking to me, and she's like, "What are you here to play baseball?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I start speaking to her, but for some reason I start speaking to her dad, and I start speaking to her dad instead, and I start dropping lol W's. I have no idea what the fuck I said. I'll be completely honest. I don't even remember like a single like word of conversation I had with that woman's father, but like, I was super funny. That's all I could say. I was super funny, and I was just making like the most funniest of jokes, and then like I just say bye to both of them, and they're like, okay, bye, and then I go play baseball, and then I wake up, and that was it, and that was fucking it. That was my dream. Mark can only dream about being funny. That's insane. Insane comment. I'm gonna ban you. You're no longer a mod. What is the most nostalgic game or show you've ever watched? I can name a handful. I can't name like the most. Like, I don't know why the first show that comes to mind is fucking Fish Hooks. But you know, like I can say fucking Kick Buttowski, fucking Fairly Odd Parents. Those are shows that like I give a shit about. Maybe most nostalgic game would probably be fucking New Super Mario Bros. Wii, because that was the first video game like console I ever got. First video game console I got was a Wii. Courage the Cowardly Dog is my jam. Courage is so good. I have a friend whose name is Muriel, and like they always like refer to Courage the Cowardly Dog. It's the funniest shit. I met the voice actor for Courage the Cowardly Dog, actually. Why? Fanboy and Chum Chum. Fanboy and Chum Chum is based, okay? You know what? You're real. Fanboy and Chum Chum is really real. The only show I watched as a kid was Sophia the First. I love Sophia the First. I watched that show a lot. I watched Doc McStuffins and Sophia the First. Ever had an experience that seemed terrifying at the time, but looking back it wasn't, and you felt stupid for being scared? Quite a lot. Especially when it comes to like romantic shit, or like when it comes to romantic shit and like performance shit, those are things where you shouldn't really be terrified about. You know, like when it comes to like asking out a crush or asking somebody like if you have mutual feelings for each other, that's something that you shouldn't give a shit about. But when it comes to, and same thing when it comes to like, oh, I'm performing for like a show, or like I'm gonna perform musically or something, or I'm gonna sing, I'm gonna act for something. Like that's when like I feel like I was fucking terrified. It felt like the world was fucking crumbling down on me. But it doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean anything in the long run. You get me? Just do it. And like you'll make like a good memory out of it. Either a good memory or a good learning moment. And that's the way I take it. It's time for the Dinosaur game. Let's do this. Hey, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to donate, I need the PS5.